this. For 40 eons, they wait for this that feels like 40 freight trains when it hits, because then the 40 miss because y'all just tripped the last drop onto cement. Have I cremated y'all and ripped it fliss with what was whole and ripped the log, because that's how fuel would have gone. Not that natural that Hank Hill would have sold, but if we did. Let's hit with stick that just ripped from this big because it tall. It stinker dog because then I could squeak like mouse and run to wall with little hole because then I could get the little small. That could have been minuscule. That could have been a minuscule for a bunch of fishes with tiny fins. Maybe I was finished to say it like this. Finished like the country I'm in. I'm finished, I'm done with it, you dummy. You sit on that. The sudden rush of adrenaline dark, I mush them huskies that run to pull the sleigh in the bark, because then I could go off with me talk as the opera wash. Then I offer y'all something I haven't offered yet, but a different way to make it connect, to make it sink in like in the wet cement, to up to your head so you can suffocate when it hard and bits, cause it would have hit the chest. It grows hard, more compact, like ice. Grow the demonstration flow and then I fucking get demon. But back in the second, yo, because then the sycamore could have sow as he rode and took notes off a pen and drips, something that the octopus would give. And you gotta remember he's our friend. With all 80 wanna give hugs and never stop, cause them suction does what he want. And never suffocate, maybe a sarcophagus with one of those succubus. Just sink in till it's a suffix or something. A sonata done until the bouquet of what we got, the smoke is bored or gone. Like he's the head of the board right now with his talk. He could hit you over the head with board until the bump emerged from what didn't have a bump before. Bump. That could have been the bustlingness of all them bees. It was like God save the queen, because it was me in a frenzy with speech. I'm the dictator, bitch, but one above, cause I want to rule all land and sea and air. Up to the glass when I amass. Maybe I met my mass by sparking the mass and lighting the force, and pines will be gone, because then you could see side me for once. I ripped my flesh off from where it is, so the color we all was red. Maybe y'all could see the ruby glow like the ring I hold, because then I could take this wonderful and put it in the place where it belongs, like a wreath on dough, but you have it all year long. Boom! Great! Commitment with my constant dog till constellations saw switch the places they was to make TWAs when you look up. Yes, then I could hook up another buttercup that's covered with ketchup instead of chocolate, even though you bought it, even though you thought it was, and then you thought was wrong because your thought would rot, because it's inside of all of them has got seals on top. Barrels, dog, that's what's thrown at Mario, then he jumps. I know. I fucking know. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. This just yarn. This just a city that got all excited in a frenzy when I talk. Because them chicks got wit, and it all starts with them. Save the cheerleader and shit. But I wasn't the earth that spits, but it felt like I am. I'm on the ox's brink of when I think something sweet. I got my fisted cheek, and that's what it would be. Would never be, didn't have an extra E, that would be me. That's right. Right and raw with this, because then I could go so raw with this. This when it wasn't cooked at all and shit. Maybe an autumn switch, because it oughta been, because then the ottoman would have got is us, and not the altar with this rob, because then I could get Jurassic with that wop. Y'all war within yourselves. That's why y'all wrong from the start. That's why y'all deserve the rock. And you don't deserve the mud, you don't deserve the swamp. You deserve the desert where all the cactuses are plucked and put somewhere else. Put them in the pots in my front yard, and I'll nurture them, son. I'll give them all the warmth that they want. They won't need the sun. They won't need the scorpion pincers to feel at home. I just spit some mechanized ones that felt like they was real somehow, because in my real, I could create all, and that had an L, so the L won't be gone. For a sec, so you could love with glittery hearts for once. Maybe it tubes is where the mummy gets gauze, and then you should've known. Motherfuckers. At a glance. If glance be crystal ball, then claw be off, and then off with rubber balls with claws, and then I clobber y'all with some of this that I got. Gelatinous falls from walls, it ain't jello for cost, but you could act like it was, so slurp it up by the spoonfuls of the forks, if that's all there was. Yes, forks in the roads, got both, the tread at once. I got 2 feet, bitch, I'll split the people if I won't. So I can clone myself just by ripping cells and rearranging DNA strips. Perhaps. Call me? Oh shit. That's Rome, see? That's when people got alone. The best time in civilization, son. Maybe I sit on this settlement because I'm uncivilized inside of my system where the intestines would spin and go in different directions. Maybe we could caught because it was a car that you slipped us on with the straw like it's a bomb, because I could get a bunch of bomb footballer flows. But I need a milkshake. I need a milkshake. That wasn't slow, fucking shit as I said, because I fucking just with this. Want my milkshake big. I can't get off of my head. Maybe some of those that they fool for knows because I fooled them open. Haven't fooled those. Maybe what was good because that's the testament I hold. That's what's etched in the stone as I come off of the highest rock. Now cyanide, dog, that's what you get in mouth. Give it swallow with no sip. You almost choke on the motherfucker, and it don't work like it should. Barcode next flow, and then the fucking bar full with this shit. That's so fulfilling somehow. And though that the fucking full that you felt, you haven't never felt, so how would you know? Type shit, bro, and then I fucking said something to keep a tidy ship. No, yes. That's the mop, and that's what it did. That cedar block is it, because we don't need the cedars at all. Wait, we like the cedars, dog. It was the pines I should have said instead. Fuck. That's going on the highlight reel. The blooper paw, because then the poopa got some of this King Koopa talk, because then the scoopa get. And in the wet we go, because then it could have gone a different direction, yo. Because I went on a tangent with some fucking enticing talk. That was the gloves that plug, because then the gloves be off, and that's the big puffy cheeks after we struck type stuff. That's the straw that's pulled from cloth, because we're in Wizard of Oz, and he don't get a heart. Wait, he wanted a brain. He don't get that either. He don't get that shit. Maybe we sleep babies alone. I said maybe we should leave maybes alone. Say this please. Say for me. TWA.